Hey, Nick, good to see you. I want to talk about something that Congress is doing right now because they're proposing killing a popular tax move known as the Roth IRA conversion. I know you know this one well, but this isn't just for people making more than 400K. To understand why this tax bill is important and how it could affect people who are in or near retirement, I just want you to break down real quick the difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA.
Correct. Yeah. Congress is proposing some bills right now in place that have not been passed into law yet, but they're looking at removing, Roth conversions and right now really stepping that towards the, ultra high net worth individuals and high earners at this point in time. But eventually we know that that could always trickle down
Right.
to middle class America. So looking at Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs and the difference between them, people have put money into 401ks and IRAs over the last 30 and 40 years for the simple fact of deferring those taxes out to a future, tax rate in your retirement years where we should be at a lower, tax rate for that. So we put money in
Mhm.
now while we're in our higher earning years. We let that money grow tax deferred in that IRA, and then we pay the tax for that IRA coming out in retirement. The Roth IRA acts just slightly different to where if we believe that we're in a lower marginal tax rate at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and pay those taxes now. It still grows tax deferred just like a traditional IRA, and as long as we participate fully in the rules of that Roth IRA, when we go to take that money out in retirement, it can be potentially 100% tax free.
Okay.
So
You
go
hit
ahead.
on it a little bit though. So let's break down though that conversion. What could be changed here? Until now, as you mentioned, you can convert that traditional IRA to a Roth as long as you pay the tax. So why is a conversion so important?
Absolutely. So the conversion allows, so with a Roth IRA, inside of a traditional Roth, we can make a $6,000 contribution to that Roth IRA under the age of 50 with $1,000 step up. So about $7,000 can go into that Roth IRA. Roth 401k, we can make a $19,500 contribution under the age of 50 and an additional $6,500 catch up. So we get a little bit more to
Hmm.
our portfolio that way. But what we're also allowed to do is take IRA money and pay the tax now on that. If we believe the tax rates are lower right now than what they may be in the future, go ahead and pay those taxes at this point in time, get that money into an after-tax vehicle and allow that to grow.
I think you're leading me there, but I got to ask then. So should we be doing these conversions right now while we still can if Congress does, pass this bill?
Absolutely. We definitely should be considering this because what's happening is, we're in currently one of the lowest marginal tax rates that we've been in history. And if the debt limits, if the direction of our country, of Congress and everything is not the way that we want it to be, we think that taxes may be going up for increased spending or paying off the debt limit. Right now we know that we're in this low tax rate. And what we need to do is for each individual person is sit down and look at where your marginal tax rate is. And then from there, decide, do we need to make a conversion, convert all of it, convert a portion of it,
Yeah.
or any amounts, there in between, and get that money into a Roth IRA or a tax-free bucket.
Right. So again, lots of options, very complicated. If somebody
Absolutely.
would like to ask you some more questions about whether doing a Roth conversion is right for them right now, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can reach out to us on our websites. You can find more information, including this video and other videos there. It's www.eikenberryretirement.com. Or you can reach out to us by phone and setting up a risk-free appointment. There's no cost, to sit down and do one of
Right.
those appointments. It's 937-498-1128 and schedule an appointment with us, and we can start walking you through your options that are available.
Right. Great information, Nick. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Erin.